A resident of mine wrote to me recently and informed me that she and her husband invested $12,000 from their children's child development account for the court bank services. And she said that they've been paying a premium for a service that's not met expectations. And had they been aware of the situation, they would have made very different choices today. As general mid-working class citizens, $12,000 is a significant amount of money for them. And they shared that the current compensation offered by Cordlife, which includes a refund of the annual fee of $250 per year, and the waiver of further fees going forward, is unfortunately not sufficient, and it does not include the initial contract fee, hence my initial PQ. She told me that the token gesture does not address the fundamental issue at hand, which is the catastrophic failure of Cordlife services, which has irreversibly compromised the viability of their twins' cord blood samples. So I'd therefore like to ask the government, one, to reconsider whether they can assist the affected person's parents to obtain a higher level of compensation, including a refund of the initial contract fee. This is given the quantum of claim and the likely legal costs involved. Some parents may be deterred from engaging lawyers. And I take the point that SMS has shared, which is that even if indeed it is a case that the company is not legally obliged to respond to any government efforts, I wish the government can engage the company on this front. And my second SQ, moving forward, will the government consider legislating a better protection regime for parents to recover all monies paid, including a refund to the CDA account for payments made when there are fundamental failures in the provision of blood court services?
If I understand his position with respect to his first SQ, he recognizes and agrees that these are contractual matters between the parents and Cordlife. And so the role that we might play in government is to engage with Cordlife and ask them to facilitate some form of recompense to maintain their relationship with their customers. And we continue to engage with Cordlife, but as he's agreed and as he's highlighted, this is a contractual matter between two private parties, and MOH and the government. It's not a party to these contracts. As for his second question about legislating further protection, well, I think we do have to study the regulatory lessons that have come out of this episode, and to see whether or not such services need further type of regulation. I would say that this is one operator amongst several, and I think this is one incident in that operator. It doesn't automatically mean that the regulatory regime or the legislative framework is inherently wrong. It may be issues about operationalizing it and auditing it, but nevertheless we will study this episode to see how we can make sure that there is confidence in the industry going forward.
Thank you, Speaker. Just one SQ for SMS. I note in the press release by Cordlife yesterday that they mentioned the remaining 5 tanks are deemed to be so-called low risk in terms of the viability of the cord blood units there. And in the testing that SMS mentioned, this 1-year period, does it involve comprehensive testing of all the various tanks and units that are stored within Cordlife, and at the same time the operational processes to ensure that, or rather to give parents the assurance that that is indeed the low risk of the remaining cord blood units being affected, and that there's greater confidence as to the any potential future lapses by having this independent so-called third-party audit of Cordlife's assurances. Thank you.
So the short answer is yes. The entire process is designed to provide a high level of confidence in the findings, to make sure that Cordlife themselves can demonstrate that they are doing the right thing and moving in the right direction to improve protections, and for confidence in the industry as a whole to be shored up. So the short answer is yes. He had a specific question on the 5 tanks that were in the report. I don't have the information about exactly where those 5 tanks are in our overall assessment and the 1-year timeline. If he would like to, I can follow up with him separately on this.